Hey guys, welcome back to yet another YouTube video of mine. We're churning out the content at the moment, and today we're discussing Manuel Ugarte. Now, the last day or so, there's been some conflicting reports. Initially, we had Record Portugal saying Chelsea had agreed a deal and it was basically done, transfer was imminent. I was over the moon, Chelsea fans were over the moon. We thought we'd secured Manuel Ugarte. We thought our midfield had started to take shape. And then yesterday, it turns out that this wasn't true and that PSG actually doubled their offer. And now we've missed out on Manuel Ugarte and he's actually about to join PSG. We were also told that Boli was offering an investment in Sporting as part of the deal to sign Manuel Ugarte just before PSG's new offer came to light. So there was a mix of emotions, a roller coaster of emotions before we came to find out that Chelsea had in fact missed out on Manuel Ugarte. Now, people had mixed opinions to this. Some people were over the moon because a couple of people don't like him. But the majority of people were really upset because Manuel Ugarte was someone that Chelsea fans really started to like. And it seemed as though we were in the lead for this race for Manuel Ugarte. I mean, if the tweets were to be believed from all the journalists, it looked likely that we were going to sign him. So a lot of people went into meltdown, as Chelsea usually does, and Chelsea's fan base usually does when transfers don't go through. It turns out, obviously, PSG just have the money at this point. We can't really say much. If they're going to offer double what we're offering and the player is tempted by it, there's not much we can do in the situation. This Ugarte news doesn't necessarily surprise me because those of you who remember, Hakim Ziyech was supposed to go to PSG and we didn't let him go at the very last second. I'm pretty sure he was already in Paris and Chelsea bosses decided that he can't leave. So I think PSG are trying to get one up over us after that situation. I mean, I would be fuming if I was them as well in that situation. So very last minute, they've come in, they've doubled their offer, they've made us look stupid, they've taken Ugarte away from Stamford Bridge. I'm sure Chelsea was Ugarte's dream. I'm pretty sure he does not want to go to PSG, but at the end of the day, the money has swayed him, and I can understand why. I mean, it's double the money if the reports are to be believed. And you know what, PSG probably have a grudge against us for what happened. And now what this means in terms of what's next for Chelsea, I mean, again, rumours are that it's Caicedo now and Romeo Lavia. Both are great players. Like, Caicedo is someone that I've always wanted. I mean, based on I've seen him more as well. I mean, with Ugarte, I just necessarily hadn't watched him as much. And I think most Chelsea fans would agree with that. We just hadn't seen Ugarte play as much. Whereas Caicedo, obviously in the Premier League, has been really good for Brighton. Again, the downside of it is we're dealing with Brighton again. We've seen recently dealing with Brighton has not necessarily gone our way, so I'm a bit hesitant there because let's be honest, they'll probably find a way to mess us around. Brighton is genuinely one of our enemies at the moment. I can't stress this enough. But yeah, I mean, Caicedo is a really good player, so I think we're turning our attention to him now, if reports to be believed, and also Romeo Lavia, who's a name that surfaced last night alongside the Ugarte news. I mean, Romeo Lavia is a great player as well. I mean, there's no denying it. He's been doing really well for Southampton. And he would be a great addition, especially if he's coming with Caicedo. I wouldn't necessarily say that he should come just on his own and no one else with him, if that makes sense. He's still young as well, which he hasn't got the experience necessarily. But I think it would be a great addition if we can get him alongside Caicedo. And I guess time will tell now, but obviously Arsenal are also interested, we're hearing, in Caicedo. So if we miss out on Caicedo and Ugarte, we could be in trouble because we need to reinforce that midfield, especially if Mason Mount's leaving as well. It's not going to be good if we're just left with Romeo Lavia in midfield. And Mateo Kovacic as well. I mean, I think the rumours have died down slowly, but he could be off to Man City. So we could just be left with Romeo Lavia in midfield and no substitute options. Ruben Loftus-Cheek is going to Milan as well. Conor Gallagher, I'd rather not see play football. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen if we don't sign more than at least one or two midfielders. Again, the midfield would take shape with Caicedo, Romeo Lavia and Enzo Fernandez. It's not a bad midfield, but I still think we need to get those two done. And Declan Rice, again, is another name we've been linked with in the past. But I think it's likely he's going to go to either Bayern or Arsenal, which is surprising because I genuinely thought Declan Rice was bleeding blue. I genuinely thought this guy was Chelsea through and through, but it turns out he's heading to Arsenal. I mean, there was rumours that Lampard wanted him, Tuchel wanted him, so maybe Pochettino just doesn't want him, or the Chelsea board have given up on him. But again, it's one that I think he'll go and do really well at Arsenal or Bayern Munich. But besides, I think Chelsea now need to really focus in the market now and make sure we sign a midfielder, at least two midfielders, in order to revamp this midfield. But there's the news. Ugarte, we missed out on him. It's disappointing, but again, at the same time, I can understand why PSG are really upset. But we did to them in the winter with Hakim Ziyech. So that's going to bring an end to this video on manual Ugarte and the possible Caicedo, Romeo Lavia links. Let's see what happens in the coming days. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and again, there'll be more videos coming out soon. We're churning out these videos daily or as soon as we can. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care.